because he had an angry look on his face at me, and of course we have a jealous God, you see, and so if you do anything that he doesn't like what I was doing, that which brought him down here in the first place, you got to watch it, because he's a loving Lord, though. He loves all of us.
Exactly, he does. So I'm out here today with Detroit. How's it going, Detroit?
That's okay.
Okay, so you're out here homeless?
Yes, sir.
Out here homeless. How long?
On and off, since I got back out here. I got back out here in 2015, I want to say. It was the end of 2014, so I've been out here, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, and back in the 90s, I was out here for 6 years, but I worked every day. I had vehicles, and I had an apartment.
Okay.
All that, and so I mean, I was making good money, and I was just like you guys. I had a vehicle, I had a beautiful woman for a girlfriend. We were gonna get married.
Okay.
But I got in a bad car accident. Somebody hit us from behind at over 100 miles an hour. My car exploded, caught on fire, and we almost burned alive in the car.
Wow.
Yeah, I got burn grafts and shit on my body. I spent a long time in the Arrowhead Burn
Okay.
Center,
Okay.
top floor, to regain my health, and they had to do skin grafts on me and stuff, and so that right there it ruined all the plans I had out here, because my plans was that I was going to get a job in San Diego, and I was going to build my house in TJ,
Okay.
Mexico.
Okay.
That way I'd be paying pesos for my home and making good ass money in San Diego, you see?
Exactly.
That was one of my plans back in the 90s. Well, then we got hit, and that just it threw everything off, Not only did I suffer, body injuries, but I also suffered mental injuries.
Okay.
Because of what I seen, what I had to deal with, and I had to go see a psychiatrist, and that almost killed me too, because I had OCD, like really severely bad, to where it was killing me. I was losing like 20 pounds a week. It was so bad, and and that was just from OCD, something that tragic. I mean, no crime in this world wages that kind of punishment to the body,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
to the mind, and not even murder, I don't think. I mean, because what I had seen and what I had to go through, and but anyway, I'm gonna get off that subject. But
Okay, Detroit, like I said before the interview, we come out here and trying to spread more awareness, so the community can see what's going on out here, and, more people can help. Is there any organizations or any people coming out here helping, with food, blankets?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was homeless in Michigan.
Okay.
And being homeless out there is completely different. This is like a whole different world here in Southern California versus Detroit, Michigan, where it snows every day.
Okay.
Sometimes it gets down to 45 degrees below zero.
Below, okay.
Yeah. I've seen it get so cold out there to where, I don't know, just it gets so cold you can get like frostbite within like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Or like, you park your car at night when you get home from work. It gets so cold that when you get up in the morning, you start your car, you put it in drive, and you hear a horrible tearing sound under your car. Well, you know what that is? Your tires are tearing in half because the bottom part of your tire froze to the black
To the pavement or something, yeah.
That's how cold I've seen it get out there,
Wow.
Yeah. So, and when you're homeless out there, you don't have people stopping and giving you money or giving you food, ever. I've never had that happen to me in Michigan.
Wow,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
And it snows all the time, and it's freezing. You'll freeze to death out there before.
Is there any shelters or any of that out there?
Yeah, there is. If you watch the movie 8 Mile,
I've seen it.
Okay, well then, some of his friends are in one of those shelters. That's where he was holding those competitions.
Oh, okay.
Rapping competitions. Was
Okay.
that a couple shelter? Okay, and so they do have shelters, so you can go there and get food and stuff like that. But if you're on the street like I am, or a lot of the people are who don't go to a shelter, and if you're in Michigan, you would never get any money and you never get any food, because nobody ever stops.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody stop. Not for me.
But here in San Bernardino, since you've been here,
Yeah, I mean, since I've been here, it's stop and people help you, you know, and I mean, thank God for that, because otherwise you have a lot of people in poverty that don't get help,
Exactly.
you know, and that would just be, it would just add to the problem, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
So
I haven't been collecting my Social Security disability yet because I'm not of age yet.
Okay.
To get it, you know, but I worked for like 38 years for this country. You know?
okay, so as soon as you hit of age, you will.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so you have enough
yeah.
enough points to.
Yeah, if I make it
Okay.
that far, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
I
you.
should. I've still got my good health.
Yeah, you gotta just be safe out here.
Yeah.
And you were saying before the interview,
Gotta get
you
along
are
with
a believer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's really good.
You know, I don't have to have faith in God and Jesus and heaven. I don't have to have faith because I've already seen proof that they do exist, and so faith is irrelevant to me.
Okay.
You see, because I've already seen the proof of Jesus and God and the devil. That God also had me fight the devil, and the proof of heaven in the sky. So I don't need, you know, faith. I already know for sure that does exist.
Okay. And Detroit, do you have any family out here or any kids?
Yeah. I got a sister, my older sister Diane.
Okay.
She lives in Moreno Valley.
Okay.
And she has been working out here, and she is like the head honcho for all the billing for all the hospitals and doctors in Southern California. I mean, she's worked for probably every doctor and every hospital out here.
Okay.
And she's like the director of the billing departments and that. I mean, she went to college for it, up in Sumi College up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, to do that kind of thing, okay? And she's still doing it to this day. She, like I said, she's the head honcho and all the medical billing, you know.
Okay.
For Southern California. But anyway, and then I got a nephew or two nephews and a niece who live in Riverside. And then I got uncle in San Diego, and then I got an uncle up in Sacramento and a bunch of cousins that are his offspring up there that I've never met, you know, which would be my mother Marion. That's her real name. Well, that's her name is Marion, but anyway, she's my mom, and her two brothers and her mother moved out here back in the late 40s, when my mother was only like 5-6 years old.
Okay.
Because of some things that were happening between, I think, my real grandmother, and my grandfather, which he still lived in Michigan, and he had, you know, he had a huge farm, you know. He owned like half the town.
Okay.
He farmed half the town before they ever built it up, you know. And,
okay.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, my mother, she was, you know, not treated so good when she was younger, because her father, which is my grandfather, had the farm. He just, you know, I don't think he really, because he married another woman, and she treated my mother and my mother's siblings, you know, like not very nice, okay? And they didn't have good food to eat. They didn't have good clothes to wear to school, from what I hear. I mean, they, you know, slept on like a mattress. My mom said this mattress that they had, her and her older sister, my Aunt Lila, they just slept on this mattress, and it had a big hole in the center of it, you know, just stuff like that, you know. And so, and that had an effect on me, with my mother having to deal with that kind of thing.
Okay.
It had an effect on me and my siblings, you know. So yeah.
Okay, so and you were saying, you know, you worked. What were you doing? What, you know?
Well, I did a lot of hard laboring jobs even when I was going to school.
Okay.
I was working because at was it 13, because they had a program to where if you went to work after school, you got a couple of extra credits.
Okay.
Okay, so when I went to work right after school, I worked all day, and then I'd go home, shower up, go to bed, get up, do it all over again. But then after that, though, I did a lot of hard laboring jobs. Like I was a masonry for concrete,
okay.
You know, for a long time, and then I. You know, I just did a lot of hard laboring jobs. I mean, digging ditches with just one shovel, that's hard to do, you know.
Exactly.
Dig a 6-foot ditch, you know.
Okay.
You know, then I would like help with construction. I was like a laborer for construction on like framing houses and that. I would carry like 2 things of shingles on my shoulders up the ladder, you know, and those things weigh 80 pounds apiece.
Okay.
So, I mean, I was pretty strong back years ago, and I could do that kind of thing. And I did all those hard laboring jobs before I ever learned a skill, which was machining and engineering. And you know, and so I did that for the next like 20 some years. So,
Okay. Well, I mean, that's really good. You know,
Yeah.
that's a real good.
and I had all the tools that a machinist or even a company would have. You know, I had more than enough tools. You know, I had micrometers, calipers, height gauges, bore gauges, jolt blocks, which are gauge blocks. What else? I mean, just all the tools. I had a big old toolbox full of just different cutters for the Bridgeport, for the boring mill, for the lathes, engine lathes, of course. And I cut this fingertip off on an engine lathe one time when I was cutting 718 stainless steel.
Okay.
You know, because when you cut it, if it's not coming off of the chip and your carbide wears down, it starts coming off like a string. And what had happened was it started coming off on the string, and I went to move the chips, and it took the chip of my finger off.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. And to the viewers, Detroit, you know, the elements out here, you know, that is getting cold now. You know, what do you guys need out here?
Well, you know, a nice good sleeping bag would be.
So nobody's passing out any sleeping bags.
Not really, because you get like one of those sleeping bags to where they're made for like really cold conditions.
Yeah.
You can zip it up and even put your head inside of it, zip the whole thing up, and you wouldn't even be affected at all by the cold. But nobody's done that yet, which
Okay.
I can understand. But the other night I was sleeping down the road here on Highland, down near Del Rosa and Highland Street here, and the wash is right there. And I was sleeping by the wash, and it got a lot colder by the wash than it does anywhere else here, you know. Because I woke up in the middle of the night and there was frost over everything. I mean, you know,
Okay.
on the ground, on the trees, on my blanket even had frost on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty chilly.
Okay, Detroit, like I said, man, I just wanted to come and check on you and give you a few things here today and just check on you. And like I said, I'll be coming back around checking on you again. And, you know, you just keep the faith and you have a blessed day, and
All right,
I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay.
Good.